very important gathering. I don't apologise for use of the word important because I think that this centenary, which you are celebrating, is a very important centenary. You're celebrating the centenary of the birth of the co-founder of this society. A society which has preserved and encouraged one of the finest items of our heritage. And possibly one of the most important features of the work which you have done over this period is not only have you preserved a wonderful artistic heritage of our country, but you've also reminded people, as I saw as I came in there as well, that the Scottish heritage is something to be enjoyed. And my God, look that you were enjoying it tonight, didn't you? I would like to repeat, on behalf of the city, a sincere welcome to you and the wish that the endeavours, the successful endeavours of your society will continue for many, many years to come. Thank you.
By granting this civic
accept our sincere thanks for your words of welcome, for your generous tributes, and please accept our very good wishes. Thank you very much.
pillars, the Doric pillars, and the feature of this is that there's 2 stories and 3-story houses. Very good. Very good. I'm all for that.
Nothing else you've achieved a visitor on the Lordship. You could take the building.
Lord and Lady Mansfield, invited guests, members of the Royal Scottish Country Dance Society and dancers, may I welcome you all to Jordan Hill this afternoon. We have a very full programme ahead of us, which I hope you are going to enjoy. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to the members here, especially those who are here from overseas, because we're certainly very well represented this weekend from branches from far distant places, Africa, New Zealand, Australia. We're delighted to see them. But to all the members, I would like to say how glad I am that you were able to come to the garden party and to the other events of this weekend. To the invited guests, I also extend a very warm welcome. I regret that those members of Miss Milligan's family who wish to be here, unfortunately, were unable to come because of illness. They have said how sorry they cannot be here, but have sent their good wishes. But we have a very special welcome, I think, for our President, Lord Mansfield, and for Lady Mansfield. And it gives me great pleasure to ask Lord Mansfield to open the garden party.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate the birth of Dr. Jean Milligan. She was born 100 years ago, and it's almost to the day, in fact, since she was born on the 9th of July. It is indeed appropriate that we should gather in this place for our garden party, because, as you no doubt realise, this college was a very important part of Dr. Milligan's professional life. She was associated with the college for almost 40 years, having first joined the staff in 1909, and she retired in 1948. It was during this period here that she did so much pioneer work for Scottish country dancing before and indeed after the formation of our society. When considering ways of commemorating this celebration, the Society thought that some visible reminder of Dr. Milligan's achievements might be acceptable to the college where she served for so long. And so, after consultation with the Principal, Dr. Bone, it was decided that an appropriate way of doing this would be with a painting to be hung in the college. A Glasgow artist, Miss Leslie Main, was commissioned to do the work, and as you can see, it is very suitably a painting of Dundas Vale, where the college was originally located and where Dr. Milligan began her career. And it gives me this afternoon very great pleasure to ask Dr. Bone to accept this presentation from the Royal Scottish Country Dance Society. Dr. Bone.
Lord and Lady Mansfield, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Hill has always greatly enjoyed its relationship with the Royal Scottish Country Dance Society and always been proud that it was in Jordan Hill and in its predecessor Dundas Vale that Dr. Milligan did so much of her work. We will be very glad to have this painting as a remembrance of this very fine occasion. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Milligan was essentially a sociable and indeed a gregarious person. She loved parties and being with her friends, and she would have been pleased, I think, to know just how many members of the society are present today, some from as far away as New Zealand and Australia, Africa, Canada and the United States. And I think it would have given her much pleasure to see so many children participating. So on behalf of the Society, may I welcome you all here today. I hope that this occasion will give us an excuse and a justification and indeed an opportunity for a reunion of many friends and for the cementing of new friendships. I very much hope, therefore, that you will all enjoy the programme which has been prepared for us this afternoon, and it gives me great pleasure to declare this garden party well and truly going.
These are the ones of the future. Thank you very much. Well done.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, under 14 dancers will dance 2 more dances in line.
Thank you very much, dancers. That was super.